So we went over the tutorial. We didn't do the entire thing, but we learned a decent amount. It seems like it's pretty good so far. The main thing that I wanted to talk about is like, okay, you never played, you know, a Mortal Kombat game. Let's say you're new to Mortal Kombat, and maybe you have a little bit of experience with other fighting games and stuff, right? What separates, you know, this game from other fighting games that I need to look for in the beginning, right? And I think the answer is that first and foremost, when you watch people play the game, when you learn the game, the most important thing to remember in the beginning is that there's 4 attack buttons, right? And they show them off, but I'll hit them right here. And usually, they all look about the same, right? You have your 1, which is your left punch, Johnny's left punch. Your 2, which is the right punch. It's usually the heavier of the 2, right? Like the first one, you can see it's like a straight jab. That one's like a little bit more damaging. Your 3, which is your left kick. See that? And your 4, which is your right kick, the heavier button. So once you know those 4 commands and you're used to like, someone says like back forward 2, and you're like, what does that mean? Oh, I walk back, I hit forward, and I do 2. Okay, cool, there's my fireball, right? So like understanding that input notation, easy peasy, right? Once you figure that out, you're like, okay, there's 4 attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like Tekken, if you're familiar with Tekken at all, you're like, okay, I got this. And the nice thing is that many characters have universally very similar moves on 1, 2, 3, and 4, especially when ducking. Your down 1 is very similar for most games. It usually tends to just be a low poke that's pretty fast. And your down 3 is the same way. Just a quick low kick, right? Your down 2, universally an uppercut, right? This is traditionally like an anti-air. For most characters, if you don't know what to anti-air with, down 2 is the button you hit like every time, right? And then down 4, which tends to be a pretty far-ranging like low kick. So that's what's nice about almost every character, right? Is that no matter who you're playing, you know what these moves are gonna look like, right? You're gonna know like, oh, someone jumped at me, down 2, right? Oh, someone's like kind of standing in this mid-range, down 4, right? Like, oh, I'm up close, I need a fast poke, down 1, and do a throw. Like, it's very simple, like kind of these are the moves that work, right? For my controls, this is what I was playing on currently. Top row of the arcade stick is 1, 2, interactable, and then this button over here is throw. And then on the bottom, I do 3, 4. So my attacks are 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? The first 4 buttons. Then this button over here is my block button. And then this button is flip stance.